Hi everybody, welcome back to 30 Days Until Done. I'm John Branningham. We're working on line breaks now in our month of revision. And yesterday we worked on the long line, and today we're going to work on the short line. I'm sure you saw that coming. What is the advantage of the short line? Well, I really like composing in short lines often because it forces you to focus on what's happening on each different things. If you see a line that's basically just you think, well, maybe I can do something there. Right? It's just you can see the empty words just floating about. Obviously, sometimes you're going to have another there, but it forces you to question that, and I think that's a good thing, and that's good for composition. That's good for revision. Focusing on the word and taking it out of this revisioning, right? Which is what revising truly is. It's more than just editing; it's revisioning. Okay, so this is what we're working on today. We're going to work on the very, very short line. So I want you to take whatever you did yesterday and put it into do the exact opposite of what we did yesterday, which was we took it and made that 10 to 15 syllable line. Let's make it into a 3 or 4 syllable line, or even possibly a 2 syllable line. You can try to do the 1 syllable line, but that's really, really difficult to do, right? And then you end up sounding like Ugg the caveman, you rock good, that kind of thing. But some of them could be 1 syllable, just so that you're working kind of down this way. Now it's going to do a couple of things for your poem. It's going to slow down the reading. It's going to make every word valuable to the reader, and the reader's going to be going down there and thing after thing after thing. It becomes almost a meditation sometimes, especially if you're doing it with a long poem. Sometimes I will have a long poem that becomes 4 or 5 pages long because of that. And that slows down the idea. And again, it has to be a fine poem if you're going to do something like this, which breaks out of the standard free verse sort of mindset. Most people in the free verse will do the thing we talked about doing on January 7th, which is just that one idea per line sort of thing. And it has to be vibrant. The title has to pop. We talked about that, I think, on January 5th or 6th. The title really has to explode, and we have to have ideas starting right from the beginning. It has to be big. It has to be like a John Grisham novel, right? It has to start with some sort of big happening. But that's a weird analogy. I haven't read a John Grisham novel in 20 years, but I stand by it. Okay, so that's what we're going to work on today. When you're done, post down below just a section of it, maybe the same section that you did yesterday with your long line, and then maybe a discussion of which do you think is better, which worked for you better for this poem, and why for this poem it worked better for you. Gene, I don't know if this is gonna be the best thing for your poems or not, but it's a good thing to play with and try. Okay, so I will see you tomorrow on 30 Days Until Done.